Hi everyone and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 24th of October 2018. It's a really special day. We have a full moon in Taurus, which is also known as a hunter's moon, and I've made a separate video on that. I'll put the link to that video in the description. Have a look at that. It's a full moon that's very much about transformation, and because it's full moon in the earth sign of Taurus, I want to use this deck for today's reading. Again, thank you to the amazing and generous Vanessa for sending me this. This is the Sacred Earth Oracle. So this isn't a tarot deck, these are oracle cards. So there are 45 cards, and it's a different system. You don't need to learn the meanings or anything. The actual meanings are written on the card. So oracle cards are kind of like a beginner's version of tarot cards. It's a nice way to get into reading cards, and then if you want to graduate into learning the tarot, I mean, some people don't want to learn the tarot, they're happy with oracle cards. It's whatever works for you. So let's have a look at the cards themselves to see if you have an idea. Look how stunning. Goodness me, that is beyond. I'm so grateful, Vanessa. I mean, I've been just showered with gifts. This is beautiful. I'm so grateful. Let's have a look at what this beautiful oracle deck wants us to know for this day with the full moon in it. Because the moon really affects our bodies, you know, it controls the tides. Our bodies are made up of so much water. When the full moon is that strong, it does affect us in a way. And a lot of people suffer with insomnia during a full moon. It's a time of completion because the moon reaches its own journey, the own completion of its own path. So it's a special time, and it's often chaotic when it comes to feelings. So let's have a look at what the oracle wants you to be aware of. So we've got the core, we have listen, oh, and then we had a hidden card. So I've got a problem now, screen wise. So we had ready but waiting, and then we had rediscovery. So I'm going to put that, is there another one behind that? I'm going to do it like that. Okay. So first of all, today, this full moon, it allows you to get in touch with your core. The full moon is illuminated by a Scorpio sun. And Scorpio is about getting to the core truth of the matter, especially getting to the matter of the emotions. What is it that I really love? And what is it that I've been manifesting? This woman is a wonderful example of manifestation in action. So she's got a heart's desire, it's burning. It works its way up through into her third eye and crown chakra, and she sends off vibrations that are aligned with what's going on internally, with that flame that's burning brightly. So love it or don't love it. The Eye of Horus there, by the way, in the middle, seeing everything. You will understand yourself better today. You'll have more access to who you are on an inner level, what you're doing, whether what you're doing is making the world a better place, a worse place, whether you're harming yourself or healing yourself, whatever it is you're doing that you've been blind about, you will discover. The second card, you've been gifted with the ability to listen. Ready but waiting. Ready, that's similar to core. Looking at the core, manifesting what's coming. It's having made the decision but not actually having taken action yet. She's still in the process of manifestation, of giving birth. She's not taking action. She's not living her happy life with, you know, the career and the life partner and the children and everything. She's still in the process of creating it. So that's what this ready but waiting is. So let that dove go. Open your hand, surrender it to the universe. Let go of your dreams and of your manifestations and give them to the universe and say, here you go, this is what I want. And I trust that you're going to do with this what you will. And I've done that many times in my life, and I've surrendered my whole life. I've said, I can't deal with love, money, relationships, where I live, none of it. I surrender the whole thing to you. And in certain areas, I've really been supported and guided, and there's a certain order to it that the universe has, and I trust that completely. And some things are resolved and some things aren't. And that's the mystery of our experiences. Why do some things work for us and why do other things not work for us? And how can we change so that other things do start to work and we can become successful? Because we see that and we're bombarded with messages like that every day. Rags to riches stories blaring on the television. The American dream, the ideal, that's what that is built on. The notion that you can come from nowhere and make it on your own and be a star because of your own hard work. So you transform in a sense because you listen to who you really are and what you've been manifesting. And if it's wrong, you change your attitude and you change what you're manifesting because you're listening and you're being discerning and you get it. So if your heart's desire is something else, you will identify that and be aware of it and start to manifest something different. You can then let go of that dove, put your order into the universe, and wait for it to be manifested in reality for you. Now, if you follow this process, we've got this final card which made its way into this reading, rediscovery. So if you follow this process of, okay, I'm seeing myself for who I am today, you don't open up that way every day. You look inside, you hear what's going on internally, externally, you really rediscover who you are, and you start to manifest differently. You put your order into the universe, you become focused, and you say, I will create this, and you're going to rediscover your own inner child, this sense of wonder that life can bring you wonderful, miraculous things that you couldn't even have dreamed of. Things that are so wondrous where you just look and your eyes become like saucers and your mouth opens and you go, wow. And it's just like, oh my goodness. And I can't believe it. And in here we have this child, and in here we have this little, I don't know, theater show or something like that, and a woman with the moon, and we've got lots of moons and stars. So it's about imagination. She's a child of the autumn. So it's about straddling the worlds of daylight and nighttime and the material and the metaphysical, the spiritual, the psychic, the magical areas of life. So by going through this process, not only are you rediscovering yourself and who you are, and really what direction you ought to be going on in, you also rediscover things in the world that actually give you a sense of excitement and that make you get in touch with your inner child again, that you would have never thought possible. So maybe you're in a circumstance where you're forced to take up some sort of a sport, or you're put in a situation where you engage with something you did as a child and it brings back a lot of memories. It's really a good day to re-embrace yourself and to say, wow, look, we've been working on this and we haven't really even wanted it. So let's go back to really ground zero here and rediscover what we're actually doing, what we want out of life, and let's revise our order. Let's spend a little bit of time with the menu here. And once we've picked what we now want with this new set of eyes. We can choose something that's far more satisfying to us at this point in our lives, because our needs change over time. In your 20s, you may want to manifest money, and that may be a big issue. In your 40s or 50s, you're probably more likely to focus on manifesting your soulmate, because you've been with someone who hasn't been your soulmate and you've come out the other end and discovered that. So there's no cynicism here. There's no negativity. There's just really serious, earnest listening to what your guidance provides you with, having complete access to your mind and your heart and your spirit and your intellect, and really allowing or being allowed to kind of rummage around in there and say, wow, look, this is what I thought was important and I've been so wrong. Like, for instance, if for the last 10 years, if you've said, I want $1 million and I will die before anything stops me from getting that, and you made that vow and you've forgotten about it, you made it like 5 years ago and you've forgotten totally, but you're still operating on that energy of all I want in life is making money, and you're still manifesting that on a subconscious level. You need to look at what you're doing, because these things, they sometimes elude us and we forget that we're still operating in a certain way. And you have to tweak the compass a little bit and turn the wheel and go in a different direction. So the universe is ready for you to make those changes. It's waiting for you to have that moment of enlightenment, and that's what this full moon is about. And then you can rediscover all the magical, wonderful things in life that have kind of fallen by the wayside, and the dreams that have died, and the things that you decided you couldn't do anymore. Look, she's pregnant. You can give birth to something new. You can rebirth yourself as someone new, regardless of your age. It's never too late. You can rediscover things within yourself and breathe life into them. If you now have the financial freedom to fulfill your dream of always being a singer, then go be a singer. There's a woman on YouTube, she can't sing at all, but she really wants to sing, and she's got a ton of money, and with the help of auto-tune and studio work and dancers and stuff, she's made loads of albums, and they actually sound pretty decent. So if that's what you want to do, it's about what makes you happy. And who wouldn't want to make this little face happy? And that's who you are. Think of yourself as that, and be a parent to yourself. We've had that come up a lot. This isn't the easiest time, Taking a critical look at who you are is never fun and pleasant, okay? But what you see is this pure, innocent, beautiful spirit that you are underneath all the junk and rubbish and all the faulty beliefs you've picked up about yourself along the way. And you realize that you're just this beautiful little creation, and just protect it, love it, and use its talents to feel a sense of wonder and happiness, and like you want to engage with life. There aren't any numbers there, but we got 4 cards, so I'm going with 4. 4 is about stability. So this thing that you're rediscovering within yourself, it will lead to more stability in your life if you decide to go along with it and do something about it. So that is what I get for you here during this full moon in Taurus on Wednesday the 24th. Please make sure you check out the video on the full moon. I'll put the link in the description, like I said. If you'd like a private reading with me, I'm available anytime. Just get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I do live tarot readings. So yesterday I came on live, and I have a deck of tarot cards. If you have questions, I just pull one card. It's like a free mini reading. In the personal readings, it's much more in-depth. The astrology chart is a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what your life purpose is, what you're talented at, when it comes to work and professions, what's destined for you in love and moving, finances, friendships, spiritual progress. I can answer any questions you may have, and we can also look at where the best place to live is, what's coming up in future with moving, anything like that. So if you do want to have a reading, visit the website gregoryscott.com, click on the readings tab and order it there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.